Okay, joining us now, Dale Earnhardt Jr., driver the number 88 Dot Mountain Dew Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Dale, happy day before your birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
And just talk about now your mindset coming into Charlotte Motor Speedway. Obviously a big weekend for you and the race team.
Yeah, I'm really excited actually. Was thrilled with how we ran last weekend. Super fast car. This place is a bit similar, and so I feel like as a team, you know, every time the last time we raced at Chicago was a while ago, and everybody in the sport has learned a tremendous amount since that race. So you can't come into this race going, all right, well, we ran good last time we were here, so we should be good this time. You kind of got to look a little shorter down the road, and that was our best opportunity to really look at a track that compares as last week. So I feel like that we should be competitive this weekend. We obviously know what the situation is with the points and how important it is for us to come in here and win the race. I've been winless at Charlotte in a points-paying race since I started my career, so it's bound to happen sooner or later. And I always win at the weirdest times, so in the oddest circumstances. So I feel like that everything's lining up and feel real good about this weekend.
Okay, first three will go Dustin, Viv, and then Alan. Raise your hand, Dustin.
Dustin Long, MRN.com. Dale, just want to ask about turning 40 and how you view things. Some people look at it as half your life's over, half your life's to go. I know you got a lot of things on your mind, but I'm sure at some point you sat back. What does 40 mean, and what do you look beyond that?
Yeah, I think that 40 to me means that, whoa, I'm still got a lot of fun stuff I want to do. Slow down. I'm like aging in literal years faster than I am physically and mentally, and feel like that I just have a lot of things that I've yet to accomplish, and not only in racing but in life in general. A lot of fun that I'm not done having, and but yeah, I feel great. I'm real. I feel. You know, also, you kind of reflect a little bit, and you think about how lucky everything's worked out and how fortunate. You know, what a hell of a deal. But I mean, I've had so much fun, done a lot of great things, and been a lot of crazy places, and had some fun times. And hopefully, the next 10 will be just as good, and we'll just keep going.
Let's go to Viv, Alan, and then to Bob Pockris.
Viv Bernstein, New York Times. In what ways has this format changed the way you approach things? Obviously, if you had a bad points race last year, that hurt you pretty bad in the chase. Obviously, it hurts you this year. Does it hurt you more? Does it change the way you approach it?
Yeah, I think so, because like you say, last year, if we'd have hit the fence last year in one of them races, you'd pretty much have written yourself off at that point, because you're competing against, you know, some guys that are so consistent, and like the way Joey's running. I mean, if we hit the wall, and we're pretty much out of it last year at that point. So we still feel like we got a shot. There's a chance, and that's all you want, to be able to go out there with a good attitude and try to make it happen. And there's 2 races left, but I'd like to make it happen this weekend, because like I say, I haven't won a points paying race here, and it'd be just amazing for us to go ahead and get that done with the circumstances that we've got. So yeah, with this system, we still feel like we're in it, and feel like we, you know, if we believe in ourselves and believe in what we're doing, we can go out there and we can get in the mix.
Let's go Alan, Bob, and then Jeff Gluck. Go ahead, Alan.
Alan Cavano, NASCAR.com. Dale, you just touched on it, but given the point situation and how the new rules are, it seems like it's a must-win in either one of these 2 races. Does that make it easier or harder on you in your mindset?
Well, you know, when you say anything, you know, it's a must-win, that doesn't sound like it's easier. But I knew as soon as we had trouble last week, there's 2 kinds of approaches, and they're both equally as nerve-wracking. The one approach is to run well and hope that nothing bad happens. And the other approach is if something has happened, you can really just kind of go for broke. And I feel less pressure now, I think, than I did before the race at Kansas. And even I think if we'd have run in the top 5 last week, I think today still under the circumstances now, I still feel less pressure for some reason. It's weird, but I just think that we got a shot, and I feel good about it. I think our team's good. I think we're good enough. I think we should go out there and win, and I believe we will.
We'll go to Bob, Jeff, and then Jenna. Go, Bob.
Bob Hocker, Sporting News. Surprise party, getting gifts, maybe probably some mischief going on for turning 40 from some of your friends.
Why is there mischief?
Well, most people have mischief when they turn 40. Is that a nice distraction to possibly any frustration from what happened last weekend?
Definitely being 40 has been an awesome time. This week's been full of surprises and pleasant stuff happening left and right. I think that probably has a little bit to do with my disposition. But I felt like as soon as what happened last week, I think that I sort of had to switch into, this mode and get ready for our opportunity here this weekend. I just was so happy with the way that car run last week and how fast we were. And I feel like that, we got a great opportunity this weekend. So I think I'd feel that way no matter what week it was. No matter whether I was having my birthday or not. But we've had a good week, and, I guess there's still some surprises to come, but we'll hopefully win the race, and that'll be the biggest surprise.
We'll go Jeff, Jenna, and then Lee. Go Jeff.
Jeff Cluck from USA Today. Dale, how did they get you at the surprise party? Did you really have no idea?
Yeah, I didn't have any clue. I was trying to look at my calendar. I got something going on just about every single day. I don't have any days off this month, so I was trying. That was really the way they got me, because I couldn't figure out what day they might surprise me. And we had an appearance get canceled, and I started getting some ideas. Maybe that was all altogether fake to begin with, and. Amy had a practice over here at the racetrack, and she had her suit and her helmet, and we were getting in the truck, and the garage door was going up, and we're getting ready to drive down here so she could practice. And she said, I'd gotten you something earlier today, and handed me this little bag, and it had a koozie in it. And she said, let's go upstairs, change clothes, go party. And I was like, I'm confused. What's going on? So I walked downstairs in my basement where all my family and friends, and it was when they got me, man. It was good. It was real good. And they did Amy and everybody did a great job putting that thing together. It was a fun time, and I think a lot of people there I hadn't seen in so long. A lot of drivers that I race with. It's awesome when your peers come out and support and celebrate your life with you like that. So that meant a lot. And Jimmy Means was there, which is great. So a lot of people that I hadn't seen so long.
All right, we got time for 2 more. Sorry for the scheduling, but we got Jenna and then Lee.
Jennifer, AP, just for the record, they tell me there was never an appearance canceled. That was part of getting you.
Right.
So where you are in the standings, there's Jimmy and Brad are back there with you. Do you feel that only 1 or 2 of you realistically is going to race back into it?
Well, those are 2 of probably the most successful guys, and with championships and how they've ran over the last couple of years. But I can't worry about them, and I can't say, what are my odds and what are Jimmy's and what are Brad's, and I just got to go try to win this race. And I know that that's what they have to do, and so I've got to just kind of throw them into the mix with every other driver out there, because it's really not a matter of who's going to climb out of the hole. It's just who's going to go show up tonight or Saturday night and win the race. And because you can't really go into Talladega with the same confidence because it's such a lottery there on how in the hell you're going to finish. And I want to make it happen now. I feel like I got a better chance today or this week than I do in Talladega, even with the success we've had there. So but I can't, we're only 3. There's 4 guys that are going to get cut off. I'm not even counting points or worrying about scenarios and numbers and figures. I'm just going to go out there and try to help Steve put together the strategy that gives us a car that's out front when it needs to be at the end of the race. And we've been very good at doing that this year. And he's been amazing at doing that. And when we're in this situation where nothing matters is when we're doing that the best. When we won the Daytona 500, it didn't, we could be so risky and aggressive on our calls, and it's paid off all year long to do that. And when this chase started, we reverted back toward being reserved and calculative on our choices, and it netted us average results. So we're back with our, we're back in a situation, we've got our backs against the wall, but we're in a situation where we can be aggressive again. As hard and crazy as we want to be on pit calls and fuel mileage and all those things, and that's where Steve is at his best. And so I got a lot of confidence that we're going to, if the car's competitive and we do the right thing as far as getting the setup in there, that we can be around at the end of this thing with a shot.
Final question, Lee.
Lee Spencer, motorsport.com. When Derek Jeter retired, he said, "I'm an old man in baseball, but a young man in life." When you look at what you want to do once you do get beyond racing, what's at the top of your list?
Oh, well, I'd like to race late models and just have fun every other weekend whenever I feel like going. If I'm lucky enough financially to be able to do that, I'd love to continue to drive because I had a lot of fun at that level and I was so nervous at that level that I didn't get to enjoy it as much as I wanted to, so I'd love to go back and enjoy that more, just racing at Hickory or somewhere. But I got the dealerships. I think that I want to be a big part of those. I don't know what ownership – I don't know how ownership kind of fits in and I know that as a driver, I can help fuel our program at JR Motorsports. But once I'm not a driver anymore, how well I'm able to fuel that effort I don't understand that yet. So if I can keep JR Motorsports successful and continue to race cars out of that shop in the Nationwide Series, I'd love to do that. Love finding new talent, trying to help people get opportunities and go places. So that's a big reward for me. So continuing that business would be great.
Dale, before we let you go, Marcus Smith and Don Hawk from Charlotte Motor Speedway would like to talk to you and maybe have a special presentation.
That's right. Hey, Dale. We have a special gift for Dale. Turning 40, you only do it one time, right? So, talking about victory and winning here in Charlotte, you've won in Charlotte before. You won the All-Star race, and you also won a Legends race. If I'm not wrong, I think that may have been your first victory with a big trophy. So we've got something special both for commemorating first victory and also commemorating and giving Dale a happy birthday present for turning 40. So come on over here. Don's going to tell us a little bit about this thing and pick up the front here.
As we pull the front up, what we got here is a replica of the Legend car. But what do you give a man that's got everything? You got to give him a dirt Legend car. So it's the Legend car that we did a joint venture with Ray Everham. We designed it, U.S. Legend Cars. We built them there. It's got 1,250 cc's. It's water cooled. It's got a little more horsepower than the one you won in that night. But we decaled it just the way you had it, and it's a gift to you. We tried to fit it in the door of the party the other night, and it wouldn't fit. Happy birthday. Last time I gave you a birthday present, it was a six-pack of Diet Sun Drop. So congratulations. Happy birthday.
I appreciate that. That is exactly the way the car looked.
Take a look on the TV screen right above your head. You got kind Come this way a little bit. You got
Yeah,
the
that's
hat,
it.
the mullet, the car, and everything.
Yep. That was my very first race ever right there. We ran right in front. I think we ran before the nationwide race that day. But I appreciate this. What a nice looking little piece there. And this track and you guys, especially you two, meant a lot to me and continue to be great friends of mine. So I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Happy birthday.
Enjoy it.